needs to be, especially when you're on the road in the Big Ten. Got to bring it, start to finish.
Well, after all that action in the paint.
Doesn't probably get enough credit for that. And he finishes athletically on the defensive end as well.
Dominic Stewart, no.
Cutter.
A very short early run for Mara. He's out, and it's Johnson inside. Burnett follow. He's their best scorer, their best passer, their best rebounder, and no problems seemingly early on scoring inside.
Yeah, it's important for with that defensive rebound. They've done that so far.
Well, Michigan doesn't give up a lot of second chances. They have twice tonight, and in 2 games, back-to-back 20-point games for the first time in his career. He's got the defense here, and he's gone from a guy that you would not have described him as a load.
How about this? Another opportunity for Penn State.
Well, good ball fake. Dillion, no. Another follow-up, and getting the start tonight. He pushes pace for Penn State. And that is illegal. Mirotic took steps.
You have to relish in that when you're playing against a team like Michigan.
Well, we're seeing a couple of things that cashed in twice on those early. 4-point jump to the Nittany Lions. Here is Michigan, 6-man Gale. And
basketball, play free, and I think that's what you have to do when you have young teams, regardless of who you're playing against.
It was in out. Three fell earlier for Urich. He takes it back inside.
Seymour.
Being about half his height, I don't know what you're talking about.
But he's just so talented and skilled as well. A different body, he's got a different mindset. It is obviously a different system, but you can't always put that on coaches. That's on the player.
Layup. Well, a couple easy ones there for Michigan. They haven't cashed in on early. And Penn State controlling it. And a hit-ahead pass for Kaysen. And thrown away. And Michigan a little.
Happened on that left corner a couple of times already, and a lot of their plays start out of that left corner. We've seen 2 start there and finish there, but the balance has not been great.
Well, there's a 5th Michigan turnover. Dillion in transition is fouled.
This season, as opposed to last season, taking better care of the basketball. Maybe don't take as many risks, but those unforced.
That game.
And it's one thing that kind of holds true no matter how good you are, what level you're playing at.
Penn State playing with some pace, even with numbers back for Michigan. Gianni a 3, no. And after that 3 goes inside. Out for Blackwood, who gets him set. And it rims out.
There's a room, and obviously you have guys who can catch and finish at the rim.
And Michigan leads the Big Ten in assists.
One of those things that it's a positive contagion, I guess. It's when we talk about how negative.
Should we put that category? Not that one.
Not that one.
Eli Rice, dangerous shooter. Not here. And a blockout.
10 have come in Happy Valley. So look, and the last I checked, that's where we are. To make some of those though, you have to make half of your open ones. Not all of them, but at least half of them. Guys, Roddy Gale Jr., Namari Burnett, Will Cheddar, we know, like they accept their roles. If you want to be the best and you want to be number 1 and you strive for a championship, this is who we have to get back to.
A lot of talk throughout the country, right? Who's the deserving number 1 team right now? Is it Michigan?
It's turning into a defensive team, not just an offensive. Ooh, what a move.
Good handle. He leaves it, and then it gets slumped.
The numbers are bearing out.
When Michigan got him, you figured that's not a shot that he's even going to try. How do you score 100 points as much as Michigan has?
Possessions.
Just like that.
As many possessions as you can get. And you get them.
Last 11 to go awry for Penn State. And it is. He's called for the foul.
The cuts that they need to be running.
Well, on a night where Penn State is undersized, they cannot afford floor.
Smaller right now with this lineup for Michigan, so we'll see how Penn State attacks it.
Well, they attacked it with a Stewart 3, and he finds them. Burnett pays it off with a miss, and saved Lendeborg with good hustle. Same spot. Burnett brings it up. Stitch is not giving him any problems. He's got a bandage up tonight. For Roddy Gale got him with a knee. Dillion throws. He's headed back to the locker room. That's thrown up. Lendeborg can't put it away. Gianni is there to recover for Penn State. His own. Michigan by 5. Little stop and start. Burnett escapes down the baseline. 6. A little full court pressure from Michigan into that coffin corner, and Dillion working a late shot clock. Down to 5 for Rice. He's short, and a fight for the rebound by Reed. Michigan has stayed smaller. Whereas Johnson and Yaxel Lindeborg with no Mara. Cadeau, 3. Air prize of the year has been Cadeau's three-point shooting. Stewart, 3. And can't hit his second. And now 1 for 5 from 3. And after the closeout, Gale shoots his own 3. And Penn State makes it a 1 and Dillion leaves for Blackwood. Blackwood pivots with 3 on the shot clock. He puts it home. And
you got a little momentum. You're trying to dig your way back in. Those are, just can't have those.
And Mara back in there and fresh off.
Play in any type of system, any pace.
And played at that fast pace with Ace Baldwin last year. There's Cadeau, and he 14 games where Cadeau's made a 3.
I know, that's so great to have that streak. And not have to chase it because you know you're going to.
Blackwood, 3 on the shot clock. Still got to get one up. It's Ciani. And 30 seconds of defense and no second chance, but Kenny pursued it. And then back in the hands of Dillion.
With that guard, the starting 2 guard, it's every rotational player that comes in understands what Dusty May needs.
Oh, beautiful use of it.
It's the one word that I paid attention to in college. I just stuck with me.
I love when I love when you throw that one out there. It's a 12-6 lead for Penn State early, and then Michigan woke up a little bit. Kenny creates space, and it rolls home.
They just shoot the lights out. They move the ball. That's a scary, scary team as well.
Jay Kaysen has been
Look, we're low clock. It's that Michigan defense doing what it does.
Mara switches onto a guard, makes it a tough shot for Dillion. Position. Offensive rebound, Reed. And Mara has him kick it out for
just a little bit more.
Oh, no-look feed from Mara for an open 3 for McKinney.
And the problem is for Penn State.
Who do you help off of? That's the question when you're down in the half court with Michigan. And a hand check on Chet.
Talked to Dusty May today. He's really like another coach on the floor. They say he's the guy after they have their meals. He tells them when.
Penn State to have at the line, their best foul shooter at 85%. Earns the back
so many times.
Lindeborg hiding out behind the screen, set by Mara. And can't convert. Reach home by Kaysen. He recovers.
That overload again on this side of the floor.
Ciani running to the rim.
But I like it. I think Ciani's one of those guys that has to have confidence in himself. His coaching staff believes in him. Ben, you've been coached differently. You've been told you weren't that good. You got to earn everything, and you get to a spot and they say, no, you are good. That's why you're here. Out of those conversations. Talk about the best team.
You have 2 motivations.
Yeah.
You don't want another guy in the division.
No.
Kaysen out there guarding him. Switch. Dillion blows past Kaysen. Gets to the rim. Mara denied it. And there's the end of the shot clock. 14 first half points. Kicks out Gale. His 3 is short. And Ciani brings us to the end.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, you came out of halftime. You're like, hey, LJ Kaysen has a career high. Like, yeah, I said that on TV. That is. Michigan did stretch it out by double digits a couple of times. And they do get Urich back in there. He had 2 fouls, and he puts one on Mara. Points for most of that first half after that second foul. And it gets 1 of 2. After tagging the second foul on a long hook, Lindeborg pursues. He can't put it back. And now the possession almost ends. No, Lindeborg got a piece of it with his foot, and it looked like maybe Reed did too. DJ Carstensen had the original call, then Andy O'Brien said no.
They had a chance to maybe get closer into shooting to those free throws. All positive right now for the Nittany Lions.
Well, Reed goes to the and a long rebound. If it wasn't him, it was Burnett.
Freddie Dillion, you got to finish plays.
Oh, wow. Up to 6. And 9 at halftime. Here's Jurich from outside. And Burnett secures it. And double digits for Burnett. He joins Kaysen. And there won't be a second chance. Burnett stumbling up the court, and now Cadeau.
That look to play, played UNC, but there are other guys on this team who fill the gaps.
Roddy Gale, terrific for 3 through 5 in Michigan. They're also without their best guard tonight,
but they're able to defend without fouling at this level.
And there is a foul. pressure from Johnson on Ciani. Just checked in after Urich, the leading scorer for Penn State tonight, picked up his third. And Ciani, we've seen him maul people this year on screen.
Right, it's
legally.
Right, it's not all foul.
Well, lob is off target into the hands of Dillion. This is a 3-on-2, and Dillion kept it himself. And
again, it's why I keep pushing the idea that this, to me, is a defensive team. And teams like that, once you've done so well, look at this. It just
ball pressure from Cadeau. Leaves it for Johnson, who's fouled by. Well, Johnson gets out of there. Reed should have had a steal for Penn State. Instead, Lindeborg goes weaving to the rim. Everything's tough in there.
Yeah, it just is. They never give up. They engage all the time. This is where I think Lindeborg has really become. Once in the paint.
+6 tonight.
You got to look at the size of their front line that's normally in there. From the only thing I learned from you tonight. Is that
the only thing I learned from you is alacrity. 3. He hit the last one from toe on the tape from deep range. Here's the 3 for Gale. That won't go. Tunja's getting a 16 foul against Michigan. None left to give before Penn State's in the bonus. Tough 2 goes for Dillion.
6 rebounds, 4 assists, so he's got a complete game, but I'd love to see him just press a little bit more.
That is what Penn State. The second foul late in the half. It would have been 4 now. And he'll sit with the 3.
Struggle defending without fouling, and you're sending teams to fouling. You have to do a better job of getting yourself to the foul line. They've done that.
Well, they're at 15 tonight. Here's McKinney, 2 feet in the paint. Couple of fakes, leans in, and a great worker. Or just jump shot from his dad. I wonder if that was horse game with dad. 3 for Gale, yes sir. This half, it was a 9-point Michigan lead at halftime. And now back to 10 for the Wolverines. Never got anywhere near the paint that
20
trip.
seconds to get that.
And Kaysen stop and start and draws the foul on Rice.
It's harder to catch up.
McKinney left alone, and he drains it.
Seen him knock
Smith. McKinney brings one up. And Dillion, an off-balance runner, air ball, shot clock.
Hey, look at you. Look at you.
Here's Rice, that's blocked. And one of his big scoring nights, just 3 points for Johnson.
Stewart is fighting for his life, Connor, sorry.
And over the top.
Got a report for the opponent later down the list, McKinney. Great opportunity to take advantage. Over to your coach. 21 blue, but if you don't hear a set, you're just like, oh gosh, we gotta stand guys up and defend. But you always have to understand, find a body, and that ball goes up. Ball is
an offensive foul.
Perimeter, and you're driving by him, okay, but when you run right into his chest, that's not good.
The Rice miss, Reed's right there to put it back. It's a lot of body to watch at 7-3. Here's a Cheddar triple, no. And it rings around, and
you're tired mentally, you're tired physically.
Urich from outside. There's an outside hit. Finds Kaysen, who had the big first half with 14. Nothing since halftime, and that remains, and a foul on Gale. People are seeing it at home. I want to make sure you remember it when I say it this time. That's a career high. This is a 9-0 run for Penn State. It's a 6-point game.
This zone is really affecting Lions.
9 in a row for Penn State to claw back. Urich thought about it again. Takes Mara into the paint, and he lost it.
Right to him.
Burnett thought. Lindeborg can't hit. Mara punched that out of ball. That's down by 6.
That's got to be better, Connor. That pass.
Urich back into the post, and Lindeborg helps out. Michigan lost its challenge, and so did Yaxel Lindeborg.
Look, you're Penn State. Now you just have to think, do we believe we can? Whoa!
Nasty! And Cadeau,
this ball.
He is right with Tunja. Now he moves it. Urich, step back 3.
And swinging that. Melly Tunja finds him. Got to communicate here if you're Penn State.
Go back and forth.
Yeah.
Across the way, there are about 4 sections full of Michigan fans. Here's a Reed 3. Down to Lemon.
You can win, but also putting yourself in a position and getting that ball in the right guy's hands to win.
Well, Mike Rhodes was wondering where the foul is.
Leon was wide open on that wing.
Well, Stewart gambled. Lendeboard beat him there and draws the foul.
You speed up. Everything speeds up for you. I think that's what's happening with Penn State right now.
Juric had done a masterful job of that.
He really did.
Middle of his second half. And Dillion stops. Fires and connects. Post trap and a foul. Reed and Cheatham ends before. And misses this one for Penn State mid-second half. Got him back in. Three ball, wide open. Stewart and an air ball.
Got to make open shots.
He has struggled tonight. 1 of 6 or 1 of 7 from out deep. Cadeau, little stop and start and knocks it down.
Get it to 5.
It's Reed, one-on-one on Gale, and a wild shot. 2 possessions a couple times. Here's Cheddar. 3 is off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound. Gale with a putback.
Yep, want him to go get a bucket, even if he has to search for it.
Reed has been looking for his into a crowd, and he got that foul. About a Spartan Wolverine matchup and
stuff. You got to kind of stay in your own little bubble.
Penn State has only beaten a top 2 team once ever. Ford with the miss, and Reed with the physical rebound. And now he outlets to Dillion. McKinney, no, Reed keeps another one alive. Juric cross court, Tunja 3, he rolls it home. And Michigan does not give you a lot of second chances typically. Tonight all this without Caden Mingo, Penn State's top scorer. Eli Rice to the rack, and he's fouled. Untested since the TCU win by 4. And Rice, as shows, he has 4 fouls. McKinney an open look. He's off on the 3.
Rebound.
And a wrestle for the rebound.
Lendeboard comes in a little late. Love to see a jump ball there instead of possession arrow.
3 ball. Cadeau with a miss. Experienced scorer. Goes to work on Lendeboard. Step back for the lead. It's short. Mara has the rebound. He is fouled. The bonus. 2 shots no matter what. And he missed it.
Just flat.
The final trip. Lendeboard right with Dillion. Down to 2. He's got to go. Down to 1. This is for the win.